Welcome Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and also Venus. I'm doing your 2021 forecast reading for your sign, Leo. Before I start this reading, I am going to do a quick little energy clearing. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a 12 card spread, 12 cards for the 12 months in the year for 2021 for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and Venus. So as I shuffle, just visualize what you're seeing for yourself in this year of 2021, the intentions and goals you're setting. Just really set into that energy and leave behind what was no longer needed in 2020. 2020 was a pretty intense year for everybody. So this year it'll be interesting to see what comes through. All right, Leo. Let's see what we got. Let's put the cards down here. I'm also going to be picking an oracle card after I do this 12 card spread for the year of 2021, just to let you guys know. All right. Also, just take what resonates, and whatever doesn't resonate, just don't take it. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody, so. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to do it like a story where I'm going to go through the first quarter of the year and then move into the second quarter. So I'll start with the top row. We have the Devil. Okay, I'll be showing these as I go. We have the Well in the reverse. Okay. Oops. We have the Magician in the reversed. We have the Seven of Wands in the upright, the Five of Swords in the reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reversed. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm just kind of reflecting here. What I'm getting so far for you, Leo, with this Devil energy, I feel like you're coming into the new year not in the best version of yourself. You're kind of actually vibrating through the lower version of yourself. That's not going to resonate for all of you, but for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know I'm talking about you and your circumstances, your addictions, your bad addictive behaviors that you know are not good, are toxic and unhealthy, your unhealthy attachments to certain situations and people, and maybe people who are not good for you, or people you want selfishly for yourself but you can't have, temptation, the forbidden fruit. For some of you Leos out there, you might be feeling temptation towards a certain person who you're romantically attracted to, or you're not really fully you're attracted, but this isn't like love, it's like lust. Okay, like this isn't real love. If this is focusing on a relationship or someone you're attracted to or drawn to or have feelings for, this is toxic, this situation. And you're being tempted, or you're tempting somebody else with this Devil energy. You might be addicted to a person. or want what they have, or you're just, you're tempted to involve yourself in something that you shouldn't. And then you're also maybe tempted to act out in ways that are just not in alignment with your higher self. And you can also be, if you're not the one doing this, you could be coming into this new year with people and circumstances around you that are in this devil energy, that are really unhealthy and toxic, and people who are just addicted to your energy and who want to take it from you. Maybe people are addicted to what you offer them, what you give to them, and they just keep taking from you. For some of you Leos, because you guys are very generous, with your energy, with your time, with your money. You're just a very generous person, and because of this, people can take advantage of you and take a lot from you for their own selfish reasons, because these people are, they're in this devil energy. So you're not being reciprocated. And again, you might have an unhealthy attachment to these people, like you feel bound to this person or to these people, like as if you owe them something, but you don't. That's going to resonate for some of you Leos. Regardless, you're definitely just coming in not in the best energy, whether it's because of circumstances and people you're dealing with, or, you yourself, but I kind of get the feeling it's both, but that you're definitely not coming in a good energy. And you need to be mindful of this, because if this is the energy you're being in this devil energy, you could definitely sabotage relationships around you being in this energy, just because it'll rub other people the wrong way. So you don't want to necessarily be in this energy and actually care to work through it, because this type of energy is what sabotages and distances you from your relationships. So, and from yourself, from your higher self. This type of energy will disconnect you from your higher self, and that's not something you want to happen. So, but yeah, there's just this lower vibrational energy, and it's coming from some kind of ending you had to go through, like a major ending. Could have been the ending of a romantic relationship, or just the end. You're going through some kind of ending, and it was something that meant a lot to you, or something that was a big deal for you. This ending, this change that you're going through. It's gonna bring you new beginnings, but at the moment, it feels like you're going through like the destruction of the change, and you're feeling like this cold, stagnant energy because of this ending you had to go through. That could also be the reason why you're in this devil energy, because of this ending of this relationship you had to go through for some of you. For those of you who are single and not coupled, this could be addiction to other things like drugs, alcohol, smoking, sex, porn. Like, you can have all different types of addictions. Being on your phone too much, too much screen time. Just anything that you are very addicted to, but is becoming an unhealthy addiction and a pattern for you, codependently relying on this thing for like satisfaction or lust or whatever the case may be, just pleasure and desire. You're trying to fulfill feelings of pleasure and desire. But these are things that are like tempting you, or you're tempting other people to behave in ways that are just not right. And I feel like it's you, Leo, because then again, but it's both ways. We have the Magician in the reversed. So like, you went through some endings in situations or circumstances, or with people and relationships. And now you're in this, if you're the one being the Magician, I'm going to do it both ways, people around you and you. But to start with you, Leo, you're coming in this very deceptive, manipulative energy. Again, since you're coming into this year in this devil energy, this makes sense that you would also be the Magician in the reversed. You're abusing your power, and you're using it to manipulate you for your own self-gain, to benefit yourself, right? Because of your temptations or your addictions, right? Or just your selfish wants, your lusts, that seeking of desire and pleasure. You're deceiving people to get these things, to manifest these things, but you're not doing it for the right reasons. Like, you're creating this illusion for people. Like, you might make people think you're a certain kind of person and create that illusion. And in all reality, like, you're wearing a self mask. Like, that's not who you are. You're being the magician. Like, you're deceiving people, giving them the illusion of what they're seeing is real, but it's not. It's like an illusion. So if you're in this energy, Leo, you really need to step back from this kind of energy, because again, like I said, this is the kind of energy that will sabotage your relationships and will also just bring you into some like sticky situations and challenges that you don't want to like go through. It's not good to be a liar. It's not good to deceive people, to manipulate them and get what you want out of them. Like, because I know as Leos, when you guys are not balanced, you guys can be selfish. You can be prideful. You can be greedy and not always honest. And don't take this so harshly. Like, I know this is heavy, but like, honestly, you guys, every 2021 forecast yearly reading I've been doing so far for all the signs has been like kind of rough, honestly. Like, everybody so far has had some kind of major challenge they've had to work through within themselves and have to get past, while like other good things, you know, are happening. So don't take this as like, oh my gosh, 2021 is gonna suck, like what? Like, no, it's just you just have some personal development you need to work on it within yourself, in your character and your behavior, that just needs some balancing and some work. And that's normal. Like, we all go through this, right? We're humans. Like, we're not perfect. Like, there's just going to be phases we go through where we're not as connected to our higher selves. And that's okay, as long as we're willing to learn, you know, and improve and correct our mistakes. I think that's what matters. At the same time, you know, for Leos who are not in this energy, you could be dealing with people around you who are manipulating you and being deceiving you is what I'm really trying to say. You know, people who are not being honest with you, who are trying to get what they want out of you for the wrong reasons, you know, for their own selfish reasons. Just a lot of manipulation happening here. These people are manipulating you to have you give them what they want. For their own selfish reasons, because of this devil energy. So you're dealing with people who are selfish, only thinking about themselves. Okay? People who are not being completely honest with you. People who, again, like, you're having a hard time detaching from. You're trying to, like, you're being the Seven of Wands, right? You're trying to fight these people off. You know, you're trying to guard and protect yourself from these people. And defend yourself and stand up for yourself because of these people, you know. But they're around you. And you're kind of, you know, you're having a hard time dealing with that. But you're doing the right thing, you know. The best thing you can do when you're dealing with these kind of people who are not healthy for you, you just need to fight them off and protect yourself, you know, and guard yourself. Stay guarded, you know. Stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Don't let others tear you down or take from you which isn't theirs. Protect what is yours, you know. Defend yourself. Stick up for yourself. That's going to be a really important thing for you to be focusing on this year, is defending and standing up for yourself when people take advantage of you. You can't tolerate that bullshit. You got to just face it and stand up to it. Like this man, he's standing up to it. You know, he's got the staff in his hand. He's ready to fight. You know, he's ready to protect himself from any harm. So you need to be in that energy too. Just defend yourself from these kind of people. Protect yourself from them, because they will try to take from you. So just be mindful of that. You don't need to be manipulated by people. But I kind of get the feeling these are going to be close people, not just like random people, like people you see daily, people you work with, people, you know, people you're close with. Usually the closest people are the type of people who have the power to try to manipulate you. So just be careful of that. And then for those of you who are in the other energy, like I said, you're the one who's in the devil energy, deceiving people, manipulating people. You might also be, because you're doing this, you might be in this defensive energy, you know, keeping your guard up, not wanting people to see what's behind the curtain. You know what I mean? Like, if someone were to question you and your behavior, you might get defensive, you know. you might like not want to accept that criticism. You know, you might overprotect yourself from like really hearing somebody out. Like, you know what I mean? Guard yourself so much that you're not hearing somebody out just because you're being so defensive and guarded. You could be blocking yourself from learning a lesson or receiving information or counsel or mentorship, or like you're being stubborn about getting help, you know what I mean, or being guided, because you want to have things your way, you know, selfishly wanting things your way, not wanting to listen to what anybody else has to say, shutting people out, and just standing up for what you believe in that sense. That's for some of you. That's not going to resonate for a lot of people, but that is going to resonate for some of you. And then, you know, with this Five of Swords energy in the reversed, you're finally, after like blocking all this out or whatever tensions you were going through in certain relationships, with this Five of Swords in reverse, you're finally going to reach a place of resolution or forgiveness and understanding and reunion. So maybe for those of you, for those who resonated with people who've been wronging you and manipulating you in this devil-like toxic energy, these people might come back to you later, communicate to you, and apologize for their bad, corrupt behavior. And you might reach a resolution with these people or with this person and forgive them for what they did wrong, and reach a place of understanding with them and coming back together, at least in your communication with this person. Because I think you went through a lot of challenges with this particular person, especially for those of you who are coupled or you're talking to somebody, like romantically wise. I do feel like you went through a lot of challenges with this particular person and a lot of toxic cycles with them too. And you guys could have been doing the same thing too, like manipulating each other for your selfish own reasons and being in this addictive energy. Or it was just one of you that was in this energy. But I think, you know, it can be a mutual thing. Regardless, though, you went through some hardships with this person or these people, and you're learning to forgive them and to get past it, you know, and learning to come back together in your communication and find healthier ways to like move through the challenges together. So that's like good, especially if like you're dealing with a relationship that's on the rocks, you know, or is going through a rut. You guys are going to be dedicating more time and energy in your communication and working on that with each other. Especially if you started off the year together in a really like low vibrational energy. That's going to be for some of you. And then just for others, like, even if this person doesn't apologize to you or whoever wronged you, you're still just going to let go of the anger and forgive them, you know, and just forgive the situation so you can move on from it, and reach that resolution for yourself. So however it goes, you are going to come to this place of understanding and forgiveness so you can move on from it. And if it was you, you know, you being the one who is doing these bad things, like, you know, behaving in this toxic way, you're gonna forgive yourself, you know, for what you did wrong, and you're gonna learn from your mistakes, you know, and you're gonna be smarter about it next time around, at least in the way that you communicate and come off to people and how you treat people. Yeah, I think you're gonna learn to like, you know, forgive yourself for not always being perfect, because again, none of us are. And then to move on to this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, again, there's some challenges going on here. So this is talking about a setback and a loss, and overindulgence. You might be going through the loss too of a job, just because Pentacles is focused on money and work, career. It can be health too, like physical health, but you might, maybe because of the pandemic, something goes wrong with your job and you lose your job. Like, I don't know exactly what would happen that makes you lose your job. Maybe you lose your job because of your careless behavior. Maybe there were things you were doing at work, you know, because you're in this, for those who are in this devil energy, you might have been behaving in ways that you didn't think were going to catch up to you. And then maybe like this is a message for just a small amount of people. There might be those of you acting out at work and doing things that are bad while at work, like things you're not supposed to be doing. And later in the first half of the year, you might get caught up doing those things and you might get fired and terminated because of that. Because of abusing your position at work, like being in this devil energy. Again, that's only for certain people. But I do feel like somebody, because again, this magician in the reverse, abusing their power, not using it for, so you might abuse your power at work and use it for the wrong reasons, and this is what could lead to you losing your job, is being careless and naive, and being selfish. So that's for some of you. For others of you, it's just this loss that I was talking about of this relationship. I think you're still just dealing with the loss of it and having a hard time getting past that loss that you had to go through. You might also be overindulging in things, again, that are just not good for you because of the devil you had earlier in this card talking about overindulgence and being materialistic, which is like being in your ego. You might just be indulging in things that are not good for you, that are not healthy and not good for your health. You might even not even be eating healthy right now for some of you. And that might be the reason why you might not be feeling healthy, in this energy. Because we can go in our low vibrational energy too when we're not taking care of ourselves, when we're not eating healthy. If you're eating a lot of junk food, fast food, you're going to be in a low vibrational mood because that type of food isn't going to offer you the nutrition you need. So it puts you in a bad mood, makes you act out. Again, for some people out there. And again, for those of you, it's just you're dealing with the losses of what others have put you through. Other people creating these losses for you who have hurt you. People, like I said, who you had to guard yourself from, that were taking advantage of you. And maybe the losses, maybe these people took money from you. Maybe they needed you to pay them for something, and you're dealing with the loss of the money that you had invested and gave to these people. It kept taking this money from you. Just kept taking it, not giving in return, just taking. It can go multiple ways, but that's kind of what I'm getting from that. I'm going to move to the second half of the year now and get deeper. So we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Hermit in the upright. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. We have the World in the reversed. We have the Knight of Wands in the upright. We have the Page of Cups in the upright. Okay. So, give me a second. Again, with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is talking about being selfish and cruel, being greedy, judgmental. Like, again, this is kind of tying in with the energy that was up here. Again, so maybe you're overindulging and you're being selfish and you're taking things from people too. Like, you could be the one that's taking from others as well. Being selfish with your energy, and you're not giving in return. You're not sharing, reciprocating that energy with people. You could be being cruel to some of your people in your relationships. There could be people you work with too who are just not giving to you and they're just taking. Like I said, people who are greedy. And they're not reciprocating the energy back. Like, you could be giving a lot to this person that you work with and they're not reciprocating and they're not opening up and giving back to you. And you might have a hard time with that. Like, maybe you want this person to, like, be on the same page as you and give back to you the energy you give to them, but it's just not happening. Like, it's just not fair. It's not an equal give and take. It's like you're giving more than they're giving, and than they're taking. You're giving more than they're giving. They're just taking. Selfishly. And vice versa. For those of you who are in that energy, you could just be the one taking too much from others and not giving enough in return and being selfish with your energy and your money. You might be very selfish with your money right now. during that time. Not wanting to give people or share your money with anybody. There is definitely a lot of mixed energy coming through in your yearly reading, so I'm just kind of taking it as I go. But yeah, you need to really be mindful of this energy with you and your relationships. This give and take, this taking from others selfishly and not giving enough in return, or taking for the wrong reasons, um, doing things for the wrong reasons, for your selfish reasons. This is type of behavior that you need to pay attention to and really like take accountability for and check yourself for, like, because again, like I said, this is the type of behavior that will self-sabotage, especially if it was the reason why you lose a job or you lose money for some situation from a consequence of your actions, or just whatever situation you ended up in, or it was just karma, whatever it is. You just really need to be mindful, because when you do this, when you self-sabotage, you end up like the hermit, alone by yourself. You feel lonely, maybe feeling like depressed because you have nobody to talk to, nobody to share your time or energy with, like, because that's kind of what happens when we don't treat others fairly the way we want to be treated, and we abuse people, and then we end up sabotaging those relationships and we lose those people. We end up alone during those periods of time, and we're forced to go within, and this period of introspection and reflection of our behavior, of everything that we did and how we got to this point. That might be what be happening for you in the second half of the year, is you're going to be forced to go within and really sit with yourself and your actions and where you're at and the things you've done and how you've treated people. You're going to be forced to reflect on these things and sit with these things and learn the lessons. But you have to learn these lessons alone, so for you Leos out there who just got out of a relationship that just ended, you're going to be spending a lot of time alone, just doing a lot of learning and reflecting, gaining a lot of insight during this time that you're going to be spending alone. And then, like I said, vice versa, if like others hurt you and abused you and you had to leave these people and now you're spending time alone away from these people, that's going to give you a lot of wisdom and insight. But at the same time, like I said, you're still going to be feeling like lonely because you're by yourself, not having anything to share with another person. I think you struggle with that because as Leos, you guys are so generous. You love sharing. You love sharing your time with people. You love engaging. You love talking to people. You love being social. You're just a social butterfly. So you guys really have a hard time being alone. Not all of you, but I know a good handful of Leos are very extroverted and love being around people and connecting with people. So when you guys are alone, you tend to get more depressed and lonely, and you struggle with being alone. But I think you really need to go through this. Like, you really do need to just be alone during this time, and sit with what you need to sit with within yourself and work on it. Because the way to grow and improve ourselves is by spending a good amount of time alone when we just got done going through like a major change in our life. So yeah. And then if there's people around you who've been abusing you, you don't need to be around these people. You just need to spend more time alone and away from these people, isolating yourself from these kind of people, being at peace in your space, But even after you go through these challenges and hardships, things will eventually, the wheel will turn in your favor again. The wheel, because this is the wheel of fortune in the upright. So like, I get the energy that in the first half of the year, maybe the wheel is going to be like reversed. Like, you feel like you're dealing with bad luck or challenging situations. But by the second half of the year, things are going to turn around in your favor and luck is going to be on your side again. And things are going to start looking up. And you might get an opportunity that'll offer you good fortune and money. For those of you, especially if you lost a job during this pandemic, like, things will be looking up again and you will like get a new opportunity that will offer you money and good fortune, a new beginning, things going in your favor in that way. Yeah, so like eventually, like I said, things will turn around in your favor. You're just gonna have to give it some time. Once you get this time alone, eventually I think you're really gonna work on yourself and invest time working on yourself, and because of that, things are eventually gonna start looking up for you for putting in the work. Um, and then with this world card in the reversed, there's this lack of closure, like something that's incomplete. Maybe something that you worked on, or a relationship, or somebody. Um, you could have been, you might have like went through this ending of this relationship with this person and felt this lack of closure, or just feeling this. I don't know. I need to clarify this card because I feel like there's more it wants to say. Clarify the world in the reverse. Okay, so we got the Judgment in the reverse. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely went through a situation where you were rejected and blocked from a certain situation or a relationship with a person. You were blocked from having a relationship with this person, and you're feeling a lack of closure because of that. Like it feels like unfinished business, like it was incomplete. And I think maybe because you feel this way, that you're gonna come in like this Knight of Wands, saying, I want this person back. Maybe this relationship that ended, whether you ended it or they ended it, by the end of next year, you're gonna come back and try to fight for this relationship and try to fix it. Maybe you're the one who sabotaged the relationship, or vice versa, or it was both of you, regardless. You just might be feeling this lack of closure of not completing what you wanted to complete, like with this person, or fulfill. So that's going to motivate you to want to come back, and passionately start, like, try to start a new beginning with this person, like pursue this person. Like you're passionate about pursuing this person, who you've had this lack of closure with. And it's vice versa. This person could have screwed up and you left them, and they're gonna come back by the end of next year and want to work on it and want to be passionate with you again and show their feelings and express their feelings to you and want to win you back because of this Knight energy. This is someone coming in to like save you, like someone coming in to swoop you up, who's taking action to pursue you, a male. So it can be a female too, but there's just a male in this picture. So it can go either way. But I just do see somebody coming back for somebody that had like an incomplete chapter. Like it was an incomplete, there's unfinished business. Like there wasn't closure in this relationship. And this person's going to come back. Or you're going to come back and fight to get this person back. And offer your cup of love to them. Or they're going to offer their cup of love to you and want to work on it, This can be someone from your past, or this could be someone completely new. I'm really getting past energy, though. Like, this is someone you've already known, because if it was somebody new, I would be seeing, like, Ace of Cups and, like, Seven of Cups. Like, but this is, like, talking about a site. Like, when we get the World in the reverse and the Judgment in the reverse, that's like a cycle we went through somebody, like things we went through with a person that wasn't completed, like I said, unfinished business, where you went through a lot with that person, but then you didn't get your closure when it ended, and it just felt like there was still more there for you guys to deal with, but didn't, because usually when you start a new relationship, there's not just lack of closure is like usually not about meeting somebody new. That's usually about somebody from your past, someone you already went through shit with. So that's kind of what I feel. I just feel like this is someone more so you already know, someone who you've went through a lot of things with. And for those of you, it could be somebody new. Maybe you tried to pursue this person and it was the wrong time, and now things are going in your favor and things are timing up, and it is the right time now to pursue this person. because maybe you were blocked earlier in the year from being able to pursue this person, or have a relationship with them because you weren't coming in the right energy. It can go multiple ways, but I really feel strongly this is about someone you, like I said, who you've known, who's from your past. I just feel that very strongly. I can't deny that that feeling is very prominent. Just because of these two cards, being rejected, going through cycles with somebody. Cycles is like going through a lot of things with somebody, you know, like time. That just situations you went through with that person. And if it has nothing to do with love, it could just be you being ready to charge ahead in life and pursue the things you want, you know, and passionately going after those things and taking action to pursue your goals and get the things you want when it comes to like your career and like your goals. You know, you're going to be really fired up to want to like make shit happen. So, and with that Page of Cups, you know, you're just investing a lot of love into the things you want, the things you want to manifest. The people you might be trying to attract, these people who make you feel happy, you know, people who make you feel confident in yourself are going to be these type of people to offer their cup of love to you. So, yeah, you know, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that wants to come through before I grab my oracle deck here, but I feel like I kind of went over. I don't want to like ramble too much what I needed to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick this oracle card now because I'm not really getting anything else coming through. But yeah, just be open to the possibilities with a relationship. Let's see what card you get. We have vibration, and there's a bat. So I will read this card to you. Okay. Vibration. It is normal for your energy to fluctuate throughout the course of a day. When you're in the process of healing, it is easy to fall into a period of low energy. Your energy naturally lowers to assist your body or mind with healing. However, this comes with challenges and it's easy to start feeling depressed. This card is prompting you to raise your vibration. Raising your energy even a little will assist your healing process. Elevating your vibration can provide you with a direct link to your guides and higher self. The shift in the vibration may help you receive guidance on your healing. Build up and utilize the relationship with your higher self. You'll find your conscious mind can recognize and apply the information your higher self receives. As you continue to raise your vibration, you will find you have a better grasp on everything. A magical fairy travels on the back of a bat, encouraging trust in psychic gifts and faith in one's abilities. Bats are very sensitive to vibrations. As you raise your vibration, you will build confidence in your instincts. The fairy and the bat are accompanied by moths. Like the bat, moths are nocturnal. A moth usually shows up in your life when you're hiding. This may suggest you have not been facing up to something. You're hiding out, and it is time for you to get back into living. Find something that can motivate you. Fill your heart and mind with light and feel your energy shift to a better place. Yeah, and that completely matches with, like I said, I felt like you guys were coming into this year in some low vibrational energy because of just the stuff you had to go through in your relationships and situations. So just know this is just a phase. You're going to be getting past this phase of like feeling low in your energy and feeling depressed and sad, and you are going to turn that around and go through a process where you can snap yourself back into a positive state of being. But before you get to that place, you just have to allow yourself to heal first. Heal from these situations that caused a lot of pain and feelings of sadness within you. So, yeah, other than that, Leo, I think that's all I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I know it was an intense reading, but I think it's going to give you bits and pieces of wisdom that'll make a difference. So just take what resonates. Other than that, you guys, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can go to my description link box below and go to Mystic Yasmin and you can send me a message. Other than that, have a blessed new year, Leo, and until next time, bye.